Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and welcome to the English news of Bình Phước Radio, television and newspaper. I'm the one and following are the headlines as usual. Bình Dương donates nearly 6 billion Vietnamese dong in Tết gifts to Bình Phước residents. Entering the year of the snake with a mindset for new successes. Ready to ensure electricity supply on the occasion of Tết. Adding Măng Đen and Vân Phong airports to the planning. And now other details. A Bình Dương delegation recently delivered Tết gifts worth 5.5 billion Vietnamese dong to disadvantaged residents in 11 districts and towns of Bình Phước, with each locality receiving 500 million Vietnamese dong.
Speaking at the event, Bình Dương Party Secretary Nguyễn Văn Lợi emphasized that caring for those in need during Tết reflects the policies of the party and the state, as well as Vietnam's long-standing traditions. He expressed hopes for continued solidarity and collaboration between Bình Dương and Bình Phước to ensure shared growth and prosperity for their residents. Bình Phước Party Secretary Tôn Ngọc Hạnh extended gratitude to the party, government, businesses, and people of Bình Dương for their ongoing support in infrastructure development and social welfare. She highlighted the deep bonds between the two provinces rooted in their shared history as part of Sông Bé province. Additionally, the Bình Dương Red Cross Society distributed 300 Tết gift packages, each valued at over 1.5 million Vietnam dong to disadvantaged individuals and workers in Hưng Long, Minh Thành, and Thanh Tâm wards, as well as Nha Bích Commune in Trần Thành Town.
As 2025 begins, Bình Phước Provincial People's Committee Chairwoman Trần Tuệ Hiền called for a shift in working methods and a proactive mindset during a meeting on January 22nd. The meeting, which revealed January's socio-economic performance and set tasks for February, was also broadcast to local administrative units.
The report highlighted stable socio-economic progress, with export turnover in January estimated at $547.6 million, a 33.7% increase year-on-year. The province also approved 2 new foreign direct investment projects worth $27.2 million, bringing the total to 441 FDI projects with registered capital exceeding $4.7 billion. Cultural and social activities focused on Tết celebrations, poverty alleviation, and support for policy beneficiaries. Chairwoman Trần Tuệ Hiền urged agencies and local authorities to maintain accountability, enforce public service discipline, and adapt to the evolving demands of their roles. She emphasized ensuring security and social order during Tết and prioritizing support for impoverished families and vulnerable groups, ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to celebrate Tết.
The Bình Phước Provincial People's Committee has approved a list of communes and districts aiming to achieve various levels of new-style rural development by 2025.
The province plans to have 1 commune meet basic new-style rural standards, 19 communes achieve advanced standards, and 7 communes reach exemplary new-style rural standards. Dong Phu District is the only district in the province striving for advanced new-style rural areas status this year. The chairwoman has instructed department heads, sector leaders, and members of the National Target Program Steering Committee to develop detailed action plans, closely monitor progress, and provide support for local governments in meeting outstanding criteria. Agencies are also encouraged to integrate rural development goals into relevant programs and projects for greater efficiency.
Electric City of Vietnam, EVN, has announced it is fully prepared with a comprehensive power supply and incident response plan to ensure a reliable electricity supply for citizens during the Spring Festival and Tết celebrations. According to EVN, since mid-December 2024, the group's leadership has directed its unit to develop and implement plans to ensure electricity supply for both production and consumption during the Tết holiday. These plans also include measures to maintain security, safety, and fire and explosion prevention throughout the holiday period. In addition, EVN has instructed its unit to enhance operational discipline and effectively address any issues within the power system to maintain stability. The units are also required to coordinate with local authorities, police, and military forces to develop and implement plans ensuring security and order. Notably, from January 25, 2025 to February 2, 2025, or December 26 to January 5 of the lunar calendar, no repairs to the power grid will be conducted, except in cases where incident resolution is necessary. To overcome air pollution, Hoàn Kiếm District is developing a low-emission zone project which proposes to expand the pedestrian street and the operating range of electric passenger cars. The Department of Natural Resources and Environment of Hoàn Kiếm District stated that following the approval of the resolution on the low-emission zone by the City People's Council, the district promptly initiated a project that is expected to be completed by March 2025. Accordingly, the district is proposing to expand the pedestrian streets to reduce the use of personal cars while also planning to pilot low-emission zones in the Old Quarter, Hồ Gươm pedestrian area, and eventually expand these zones to cover the entire district. Currently, the district maintains 3 pedestrian street areas, Hàng Ngang, Hàng Đào, Đồng Xuân Street, the Level 1 Conservation Street of Hàng Buồm, Hàng Giấy, Mã Mây, and Tạ Hiện, as well as the Hồ Gươm working space. In addition, the district also proposed to expand the tram system running throughout the district to contribute to improving air quality in the city. The Ministry of Transport had just sent an official letter to the People's Committee of 2 provinces, Khánh Hòa and Kon Tum, on the procedures for supplementing the airport planning in the master plan for the development of the national airport and airport system. The Ministry of Transport, based on proposal from localities, has submitted a report to the Prime Minister requesting consideration and approval for the inclusion of Măng Đen Airport and Vân Phong Airport in the National Airport System Plan. The Prime Minister has tasked the Ministry of Transport with making the necessary adjustments and supplements and submitting the proposal following the law on planning for both Măng Đen Airport and Vân Phong Airport. The official letter states that, following the provisions of the planning law, the directives of the Prime Minister, and the development needs of localities, the Ministry of Transport had requested the People's Committee of Kon Tum Province and Khánh Hòa Province to study and propose plans for the inclusion of airports in the planning process. The proposal should be submitted to the Ministry of Transport in the appropriate order for synthesis and subsequent reporting to the Prime Minister. The trend of distilling whole trees, especially persimmons, is popular with many people on the occasion of Tết this year, even though the price increases near Tết. This year Tết market features not only traditional ornamental trees like peaches and kumquats, but also whole fruit trees such as grapefruit, orange, and persimmon. Among these, persimmon trees are particularly popular and command high prices. Many gardeners in Hanoi reported that this plant was sold out in the week leading up to Tết, with trees over 1 meter tall being offered by garden owners for 40 million Vietnamese dong. According to the gardeners, the demand for whole persimmon trees during the Tết season is 3 times higher than last year. To ensure persimmons produce beautiful fruit in time for Tết, gardeners advise buyers to monitor soil nutrition carefully. And that's all for today on BPTV News. Once again, thanks for your watching and we will see you tomorrow.